offensive form of symbol. Sorcery, witchcraft, deception, and falsehood play a formidable role as central motifs and as the impetus to the action. Shakespeare opens the drama with the arrest of a man who is falsely accused of seditious activities. He claims to be in quest of his two lost sons who were separated in early childhood by a tragedy at sea. Each son is served by one of another set of twins who was likewise severed from his other half. Antipholus of Syracuse is driven with compelling fervor to locate his other twin. He happens upon a town, not conscious that it is the town of his lost brother, and he is perceived with joyful antic by everyone in the town to be his own twin. His confusion builds with each successive scene until the climactic confrontation with his brother. This rendition is set in a postmodernistic period with provocative symbolization.
Proceed, Solnus, to procure my fall, by the doom of death and woes and all.
Merchant of Syracuse, plead no more. I'm not partial to infringe our laws. The enmity and discord which of late sprang from the rancorous outrages of your youth to merchants are well-being. The wanting guilders to redeem their lives have sealed his rigorous statutes with their blood. For since the mortal and intestine jars twixt your seditious countrymen at us, it has in solemn synod been decreed, both by the Syracusans and ourselves, to admit no traffic to our first town. Nay more, if any born of Ephesus be seen of Syracusan margin affairs, again if any Syracusan born comes to the Bay of Ephesus, he dies. His worldly goods confiscate to thy dukes dispose, and 1,000 marks be levied to quit the penalty and to ransom him. Thy substance, valued at the highest rate, cannot amount unto 100 marks. Therefore, by law, thou art condemned to die.
Yet this is my coming. When your words are done, my woes end likewise with the evening sun.
Syracusan, state in brief the cause. Why thou departest thy native home, and for what cause thou camest to Ephesus?
A heavier task could not have been imposed. I'll utter what my sorrow gives me leave, so that society knows that my demise was wrought by nature and not by vile offense. In Syracuse was I born, and wed unto a woman, happy but for me, and by me, had not our hap been bad. There we lived in joy. Our wealth increased by prosperous voyages I made. My factor's death and the great pair of goods at random left drew me from kind embraces of my spouse. Through my absence not 6 months, for she herself almost fainting under the pleasing punishment that women bear, made arrangements to join me, and soon and safe arrived where I was. And there she had not been long before she became the joyful mother of two goodly sons. That which was strange, one so like the other that they could not be distinguished but by their name. That very hour in the self-same inn, a meaner woman was born of such a birth. Two sons, both alike. Those, for their parents were exceedingly poor, I bought, and brought up to attend my own. My wife, not meanly proud of two such boys, made daily notions of our home return. And unwillingly I agreed, alas, too soon, for soon we came aboard, a league away from Epididymos. Before we sailed the often wind amain, he never gave any tragic instance of our love. But we did not retain much hope. My wife, weeping for what she knew must come. The piteous plainings of the babes, mourning for fast and ignorant what to fear. Let me seek delay for myself and for them. And this was that, and other means none. Soon the seas waxed calm. The sun gazed down upon the earth, and we discovered two ships from afar, making amain to us. Towards that of Epidaurus this. But ere they came, oh, let me say no more. Gather the sequel to by that went before.
Nay, forward, old man. Do not break off so, for we may pardon, though not pity thee.
Were the gods done so, I would not now turn them merciless to us. The two ships were met by 5 leagues each, and we encountered a mighty rock, and being violently borne upon, our helpful ship was splitted in the midst. And in this unjust divorce of us, nature told us what to think, what to care for, what to delight. Her heart, poor soul, seemingly burdened with a heavier weight, not with heavier woe. From what we could see were taken, fishermen of Corinth, as far as we knew. At length the other ship seized upon us, and knowing who it was they have to say, gave helpful welcome to their shipwrecked guests, and would have brought the fishes of their prey. I got the ship in slow to sail, and so homeward. So there is my unjust divorce. Now I was separated from my bliss. My life so long to tell sad stories of my own misfortune.
And for the sake of those thou sorrowest for, do me the favor to dilate in full what hath befallen them and thee till now.
My youngest boy, yet my eldest care, at 18 years became inquisitive of his brother, and importuned me that his attendant, so his case was like rest of his brother, but did retain his name, would accompany him in the quest for him. I loathed to sorrow what I loved to see, yet hazarded the loss of the whom I loved. 5 summers I spent in far-reaching Greece, the boundaries of Asia, hopeless to find, yet loathing to seek unsought any place that harbors men. Here the story of my life must end. The warrant of my timely death. May I be happy that they live.
Hapless Aegean, the fates have marched to bear the extremities of dire mishap. Now trust me, were it not against our law, against my crown, my oath, my dignity, which princes would they could not disannul, my soul would sue as advocate for thee. But though thou art adjudged to the death, and passed judgment may not be recalled except to our honors which buried men, yet I will favor thee in what I can. Therefore, merchant, I will limit thee this day to seek thy help by beneficial help. Try all the friends thou hast in Ephesus, beg thou or borrow to make up the sum, and live. If no, then thou art doomed to die. Jayla, take it back, please.
I will. Hopeless and hapless doth the Aegean wend, but to procrastinate its lifeless end.
There is nothing safe in this world. There's a change of pace, of fantasy and taste. Do you like good music? Do you like to dance? Oh yeah. Hanging out for a body shop at night. Ain't a change what we do to feel alright. Oh yeah. When will you come? I'm experienced. Oh yeah. Face to face and back to back. You see and feel my sex attack. Say it. Rush for fantasy. We want Rush for fantasy. It's after midnight. Are you feeling alright? Oh yeah.
Therefore, give out that you are better down unless you're good. This very day, a Syracusan merchant was apprehended for a rival here, and not being able to buy out his life according to the statute of the town, died near the weary sun set in the west. Well, here's your money that I have to keep.
Romeo. Yo. Bear it to the Centaur where we host, and stay there, Romeo, till I come to thee. Within the hour, it will be dinner time. So that's how you, the men of this town, peruse the traders, and then return and sleep within mine inn. For as long travel, I'm stiff, weary. Get thee away!
Many a man would take you at your word. Go indeed.
You trusty villain, sir. But very often I'm dull with care and melancholy. Lightens my humor with his merry jests. What? Will you walk with me about the town and then go to my inn and dine with me?
I cannot, sir. I am invited to certain merchants of whom I hope to make great benefit. I crave your pardon. Soon at 5 o'clock, please you. I will meet with you upon the mart and afterwards consort you till bedtime. My present business calls me from you now.
Farewell till then. I will go lose myself and wander up and down to view the city.
Sir, I commend you to your own.
He defends me to my own content. Defends me to the one thing I cannot get. I to the world am like a cup of water, but in the ocean sleeps another drop, who, falling dead to fight his fellow forth, unseen, inquisitive, and found himself. So I to find a mother and a brother. First of them, unhappy, lose myself. What now? How chanced thou to return it so soon?
Return so soon? Rather approach too late. Can't one burns of pigtails from this bit. The clock has struck 12 upon the bell. My mistress made it twine upon my cheek. She is so hot because the meat is so cold. The meat is so cold because you come not home. You come not home having no stomach. You have no stomach having broken your fast. And we that know what is to fast and pray are penitent on your default today.
Stop in your wind, sir. Tell me this, I pray. Where have you left the money I gave you?
Oh, 6 pence I had on Wednesday last to pay the saddler for Mrs. Crupper. The saddler kept it, sir. I had it not.
I am not in a sportive humor now. Tell me and dally not. Where is the money? We being strangers here, how darest thou trust so great a charge from thine own custody?
I pray just, sir, as I sit at dinner. I, for my mistress, come to you in post. And if I return, I shall be post indeed, for she will scour your fault upon my pate. He thinks your law, like mine, should be your clock and strike you home without a messenger.
Come, Romeo, come. These jests are out of season. Reserve them till a merrier hour than this. Where's the gold I gave in charge today?
Why, you gave no gold to me.
Oh, come on, Sir Knave. Have done your foolishness and tell me how thou hast disposed of thy charge.
My charge is but to fetch you home from the mart, home to your house for Phoenix, sir, to dinner. My mistress and assessor stays for you.
Now, as I'm a Christian, answer me in what safe place you have bestowed my money, or I shall break that merry sconce of yours that stands on tricks and I'm undisposed. Where is the 1,000 marks thou hadst of me?
I have some marks of yours upon my pate, some of my mistress's upon my shoulder, but not 8,000 marks between you both. If I should pay your worship those again, perchance he'll not bear them patiently.
Thy mistress's marks. What mistress slave hast thou?
Your worship's wife, my mistress at the Phoenix. She that doth fast till you come home, and prays to hire you home to dinner.
What? Wilt thou flock me under my teeth, thus being forbid? There! Take you that, Sir Knave.
For God's sake, Sam, move your hands! Nay, you will not. I take to my heels.
All my life, some device or other, the villain is o'erwrought of all my money. They say this town is full of cartonnage, nimble jugglers that deceive the eye, dark-working sorcerers to change the mind, disguised cheaters, prating mountebanks, and many other such like liberties of sin. If it proves so, I will be gone the sooner. I'll go to the centaur to go seek this slave. I greatly fear my money is not safe.
Working on the new body, just upon the night time. If I can get through the weekend, everything will work out just fine. That's when I can go crazy. That's when I can have fun.
I gave to Dromio is laid up safe at the Centaur, and a heedful slave has wandered forth and cared to seek me out. By computation of mine host's report, I could not speak with Dromio since at first I sent him from the mart. Ah, see, here he comes. How now, sir, is your merry humor altered, as you love strokes so jest with me again. You know no Centaur, you received no gold, your mistress sent to have me home to dinner. My house is at the Phoenix. Wast thou mad that thus so madly thou didst answer me?
What answer, sir? When spake I such a word?
Even now, even here, not half an hour since.
I did not see you since you sent me hence. Home to the Centaur with the gold you gave me.
Villain, thou didst deny the gold's receipt and toldst me of a mistress in a dinner for which I hoped thou feltst thou wast displeased.
I'm glad to see you in this merry vein. What means this jest? Master, tell me.
Eh? Dost thou jeer and flout me in the teeth? Thinkest thou I jest? Hold, take out that!
Hold, sir, for God's sake, now your jest is in earnest. Upon what bargain do you give it me?
Because that I familiarly do use you sometimes when I fool and chat with you, your sauciness will make a jest upon my love, and make a comment of my more serious hours. If you would jest with me, know my aspect, and fashion your demeanor to my looks, for I shall beat this method in your sconce.
Sconce call it you. So you would rather me beat me? I had better have it in head. And use these beatings long. I must get you sconce from my head, and ensconce it too, or else I shall seek my wit upon my shoulders. But then pray, sir, why am I beaten?
Dost thou not know?
Nothing, sir, but that I'm beaten.
Shall I tell you why?
Aye, sir, and wherefore? For they say, every why hath a wherefore.
Why, first for flouting me, and then wherefore for urging it the second time to me?
Good Signor Angelo, you must excuse us all. My wife is shrewish when I keep not hours. Say that I lingered with you at your shop to see the making of her carcanet, and that tomorrow you will bring it home. But here's a villain that would face me down. He met me on the mart, and that I beat him, and charged him with 1,000 marks in gold, and that I did deny my wife and house. Thou drunkard, what didst thou mean by this?
Say what you will, sir, but I know what I know. That you beat me at the moment. I have your hand to show. The skin or parchment, and the blows you gave me were ink. Your own handwriting would tell me what I think.
I think thou art an ass.
Very so it doth appear. By the wrongs I suffer and the blows I bear, I should kick, be kicked, and being at that pass, you would keep from my heels to beware of an ass.
But soft, my door is locked. Go bid them let us in.
Maud, Bridget, Marion, Cicely, Gillian, Jen.
No, bolt horse, capon, coxcomb, idiot, patch. Either get thee from the door or sit down at the hatch. Dost thou conjure for wenches that thou call'st for such store? When one is one too many, go get thee from the door.
What punch is made our porter? My master stays in the street.
Let him walk from whence he came, lest he catch cold on's feet.
Who talks within there? Ho! Open the door.
Right, sir, I'll tell you when, and you'll tell me wherefore.
Wherefore? For my dinner. I have not dined today.
Nor today here you must not. Come again when you may.
What art thou that keeps me from the house I owe?
The porter for this time, sir. And my name is Dromio.
Oh, villain! Has stolen both mine office and my name. The one never got me credit, the other mickle blame. If thou hast been Dromio today in my place, thou wouldst change thy name for an office and thy name for an ass.
What a quarrel is there, Dromio?
God.
Who are those at the gate?
Let my master in loose.
Faith, no, he comes too late, and so tell your master.
Oh, Lord, I must laugh. Haven't you with the proverb, shall I set in my staff?
Haven't you with another, that's when? Can you tell?
If thy name be called Luce, thou hast answered him well.
You hear, you minion? You let us in, I trow.
I thought to have asked you.
And you said no.
So come help, well struck. There was blow for blow.
Thou baggage, let us in.
Can you tell for whose sake?
Master, knock the door hard.
Let him knock till it ache.
You'll cry for this, minion, if I break down the gate.
What needs all this? And a pair of stocks in the town? Who is that at the door that keeps all this noise?
By my troth, your town is troubled with unruly boys.
You there, wife, you may have come before.
The wife, sir, knave? Go, get thee from the door.
If you weren't in pain, sir, this knave would go sore.
Have patience, sir. Oh, let it not be so. Herein your war against your reputation, and draw, with the compass of suspect, the unviolated honor of your wife. Once this, your long experience of her wisdom, her sober virtue, years, and modesty plead on her part some cause to you unknown. And doubt not, sir, that she will well excuse why at this time these doors are made against you. Be ruled by me. Depart in patience, and let us to the tiger all to supper. And come about evening. Come yourself alone to know the reason for this strange restraint. If by strong hand you offer to break in now, in the stirring passage of the day, a vulgar comment will be made of it. And that supposed by the common route against your yet ungalled estimation, that may with foul intrusion enter in and dwell upon your grave when you are dead. For slander lives upon secession, for ever house it where it gets possession.
You have prevailed. I will depart in quiet, and in despite of mirth mean to be merry. I know a wench of excellent discourse, pretty, witty, wild, and yet too gentle. There will we dine. This woman that I mean, my wife, but I protest without desert, had oftentimes upbraided me withal. To her will we to dinner. Get you home and fetch the chain. By this I know 'tis made. Bring it, I pray you, to the Porpentine. For there's the house. The chain will I bestow upon mine hostess there, be it for nothing but to spite my wife. Good sir, make haste. Since mine own doors refuse to entertain me, I'll knock elsewhere to see if they'll disdain me.
I'll meet you at that place some hour hence.
Do so. This jest shall cost me some expense.
Well, she's fashionably lean, and she's fashionably late. She'll never rank a scene, she'll never break a day. But she's no drag, just watch the way she walks.
Why, how does Romeo? Where runnest thou so fast?
Do you know me, sir? Am I Dromio? Am I your man? Am I myself?
Thou art Romeo, thou art my man, thou art thyself.
I'm an ass. I'm a woman's man and beside myself.
What woman's man, and how besides thyself?
Marry, sir, beside myself, I am due to a woman. One that haunts me, one that claims me, and one that will have me.
What claim lays she to thee?
Marry, sir, such claim as you would lay on your horse, and she would have me as a beast. Not that I, being a beast, she would have me, but that she, being a very beastly creature, lays claim to me.
What is she?
A very reverend body. Aye, such a one as a man may not speak of without he say, "Oh, Sir Reverence, I have but lean luck in the match, and yet is she a wondrous fat marriage."
How dost thou mean that marriage?
Marry, sir, she's a kitchen wench, all grease. And I know not what use to put her to, but to make a lamp of her and run from her by her own light. I warrant you, her rags, and the tallow in them will burn a Poland winter. If she lives till doomsday, she'll burn a week longer than the whole world.
Oh, what complexion is she of?
Swart, like my shoe, but her face, nothing like so clean kept. For why? She sweats. A man may go over his shoes in the grime of it.
Go. I be presently close to the road. If the wind blow any way from shore, I will not harbor in this town tonight. If everyone knows us and we know none, this time I think to pack, but be gone.
As from a bear, a man would run for life, till fly I from her that would be my wife. Ah!
There's none but witches do inhabit here. Therefore, 'tis high time that I were hence. She that doth call me husband, even my soul doth for a wife abhor. Oh, fair sister, possessed of such a gentle, sovereign grace, such excellent discourse, hath almost made me traitor to myself. But lest myself be guilty of self-wrong, I'll stop mine ears against the mermaid's song.
That's very different.
Aye, that's my name.
I know it well, sir. Here's the chain. I thought you had taken it before we signed. The chain is finished, maybe stay, that's all.
What is your will that I shall do with this?
What please yourself, sir? I made it for you.
Made it for me, I bespoke it not.
Not once, nor twice, 20 times you have. Go home with it. Please your wife with all. And soon, at supper time, I will visit you. And then I shall receive my money for the chain.
I pray you, sir, receive the money now, for fear you now see the chain no money more.
You are a merry man, sir. Very well.
What I should think of this I cannot tell, but this I do think. There's no man so vain as to refuse so fair an offered chain. Out to the mast, and therefore Romeo stay. If any ship put out, then straight away.
And she's the lady who waits. Sets her mind, let's go on. Get down. Yeah, by my baby, she come around. She come round here, the head to the ground. Come round here at just about midnight. She make me feel so good, make me feel alright. She come round my street now. She come to my house and knock upon my door. Climbing up my stairs, 1, 2, 3, come on up, baby. Here she is in my room. Oh, boy. Hey, what's your name? How old are you? Where'd you go to school? Uh-huh, yeah. Uh-huh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Well, now that we know each other a little bit better, why don't you come over here? Make me feel alright!
You know, since Pentecost the sun was due, and since I have not much importuned you, nor now had I not, but I am bound for Persia, and want Gilbert to my voyage. Therefore, make present satisfaction all that catch you by stop.
Even just the sum that I do owe to you is growing to me by Antipholus. In the instant that I met with you, he handed me a chain. At 5 o'clock, I shall receive the money for the same. Please, if you walk with me down to his house, I shall discharge my bond and thank you too.
By a rope's end, that will I bestow among my wife and her confederates, locking me out of doors by day. But soft, I see the goldsmith. Get thee gone, buy thou a rope, bring it home to me.
I'd buy £1,000 a year. I'd buy a rope.
Man is well holp up that trust to you. I promised your presents and the chain, but neither chain nor goldsmith came to me. Be like you thought our love would last too long, if it were chained together and therefore came not.
Saving your merry humor. Here is a note. How much your chain weighs to the utmost carat, the finest of the gold, and charged full fashion. which doth amount to 3 odd ducats more than I stand indebted to this gentleman. I pray you see him presently discharged, for he is bound for sea and stays but for it.
I'm not furnished with the present money. Besides, I have some business in the town. Go, take the stranger to my house, and bid my wife disperse the sum on the receipt thereof. Perchance I'll be there as soon as you.
I pray you, dispatch.
You hear how he importunes me?
The chain?
Why, give it to my wife and fetch your money.
You know I gave it you even now. You just give me the chain or send me by some token.
Fie, now you run this humor out of breath. Come, where's the chain? I pray you let me see it.
My business cannot brook this dalliance. Good sir, say whether you'll answer me or not. If not, I will attach him by these officers.
Answer you? What should I answer you?
Money that you owe me for the chain.
I owe you none till I receive the chain.
You know I gave you half a since.
If you gave me none, you wrong me much to say so.
You wrong me more, sir, if I deny it. Consider how it stands upon my credit.
Officers, arrest him at my suit.
This touches me in reputation. You consent to pay the sum for me, I attach you by this officers.
Consent to pay thee that I never had? Boy, the foolish fellows, arrest me if thou darest.
Here is thy fee. Arrest him, officer. I would not spare my brother in this case if you should scorn me so apparently.
I do arrest you, sir. You hear the suit?
I do obey thee until my bail comes, but you shall buy this sport as dear as all the metal in your shop will answer.
No, sir, I shall have law and evidence. Your notorious shame, I doubt it not.
There's not a man I meet but doth salute me, as if I were his well-acquainted friend, and everyone doth call me by name. Some tender money to me, some invite me, yet others give me thanks for kindnesses. Some other offer me commodities to buy. Even now a tailor called me into his shop, and showed me silks that he had bought from me, and therewithal took measure of my body. Surely these are imaginary wiles, and Lapland sorcerers do inhabit here.
Master, here's the gold you sent me for.
What gold is this?
I understand thee not.
Tell me, sir, is there any bark put forth? May we be gone?
Sir, I give you word in our sense that the bark expedition be put forth tonight. And then when you were delayed by the officer for the hoy delay. Here are the angels he sent me for, to deliver you.
The fellow is distracted, and so am I. Here we wander in illusions. Some blessed power deliver us from hence.
Well met, Master Antipholus. I see, sir, you have found the goldsmith now. Is that the chain you promised me today?
I charge thee, Satan, tempt me not.
Master, is this Mr. Satan?
It is the devil.
Worse, Master, she's the devil's dame.
Give me the ring of mine you had at dinner, or else the chain, and I'll be gone and not trouble you.
Avaunt, thou wench. Thou art as you all are, sorceress. I conjure thee to leave me and be gone.
I pray you, sir, give me the ring of mine, or the chain. I hope you do not mean to cheat me so.
Master, some devils want but nothing but a drop of blood. But she, being more covetous, wants a chain. Master, be wise. Give it not her, or else she will shake it and fright it with us.
Avaunt, thou wench. Come, Dromio, let us go.
I can take us to fly.
Now out of doubt Antipholus is mad, else would he not demean himself so. The reason that I gather he is mad. He hath the ring of mine worth 40 ducats, and for the same a chain he promised me. Both one and other he denies me now. The reason is he is mad, for besides this prosineness of his rage, is the tale he told today at dinner, of his own doors being shut against his entrance. Belike his wife, acquainted with his fits, shut the doors against his way. My way is to hide to his home, and tell his wife, that being lunatic, he rushed into my house and took perforce my ring away. This course I fittest choose, for 40 ducats is too much to lose.
I will not break away. I give the air, I leave these
so much money, the warrant that I am resting for. My wife is in a wayward mood today. Will not likely trust the messenger that I should detach it. I think it will sound harshly in her ears. And here comes my man. I think he brings the money. Have you that I sent you for?
I thought, sir, I wanted you to pay them off.
But where's the money?
Why, sir, I gave them money for the rope.
500 ducats, villain, for a rope.
I'll serve you, sir. 500 at the rate.
To what end did I bid thee hie thee home?
To a rope's end, sir, and to that end I have returned.
To that end I welcome you.
Good sir, be patient.
Nay, 'tis for me to be patient. I'm in adversity.
Good, now hold my tongue.
Nay, rather persuade him to hold his hands. That horseless, senseless villain. I would I might not feel your blows. Thou art sensible in nothing but blows, and so is an ass.
I am an ass indeed. You may prove it by my long ears. I've served him for an hour of my activity to this instant, and having nothing but his hands but for my services but blows. When I'm cold, he heats me with beating. When I'm warm, he cools me with beating. I'm raised it when I sleep, raised it when I sit, driven out of doors with it when I go from home, walking with it when I return. Nay, I take it like a beggar wants a brat, and I think when he hath lamed thee, I shall beg with it from door to door.
Go along, my wife is coming yonder.
Mistress, I speak to Haman, or rather to prophecy like a parrot. Beware of the rope's end.
Would thou still talk?
Come now, is not your husband mad?
His incivility confirms no less. Good Dr. Pinch, you are a conjurer. Establish him in his true sense again, and I will please you with what you will demand.
Alas, how fiery and how sharp he looks.
See how he trembles in his ecstasy.
Give me your hand, let me feel your pulse.
Here's my hand, let it feel your ear. Charge thee, Satan, hounded within this man,
To yield possession to my holy prayers, and to thy state of darkness hide thee straight. I conjure thee by all the saints in heaven.
peace-stoning wizard, I am not mad.
More help, the fiend is strong within him.
Alas, how pale and wan he looks.
What? Will you murder me? Thou dare thou, I am thy prisoner.
Masters, let him go. He is my prisoner, and you shall not have him.
Go find this man, for he is frantic too.
He is my prisoner. If I release him, the death he owes will be required of me.
Thou most unhappy strumpet.
Oh, master, I'm in bond with you.
Say, villain, wherefore dost thou mad me?
Will he be bound for nothing, master? Be mad! Cry! The devil!
I give you all and have nothing. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. I have in the midnight hour, she's my more. With a rebel yell, she's my more. In the midnight hour, more. my little angel came pumping on my
English 2B class at UCSB. Conventionally, when Shakespeare is studied, it is studied simply as a dead text. The students read the play and write papers about it, or perhaps talk about it a little bit in class. But in this particular class, the emphasis has been on performing the play in order to bring about a much greater understanding of the realities of the Shakespearean canon. Therefore, the students have come together here to film their production of this play. For those of you who are not familiar with the play, The Merchant of Venice deals with a love story in which Bassanio seeks the love of Portia, who is a wealthy young lady whose father has left a peculiar will to the effect that the suitor who chooses correctly from 3 vases will be allowed to marry her. However, the suitors that choose incorrectly will be forced to go away and never marry throughout their entire lives. And for studying the play this way is to allow the students to have an actual experiential dealing with the text itself, which allows them to understand the full implications of performing and understanding the lines. Now, before we get to the production itself, we're going to have a few interviews with the students who took part to see how they feel about this particular way of studying Shakespeare. First of all, what do you all think of the way that you've studied it? What did you learn from doing it this way, as opposed to simply reading the text and writing papers about it or discussing it in class?
Since we had to cut down a lot of the play, people who were acting the parts knew what lines were more important, and they could really start stressing on the importance of certain lines. Like someone who was just a petty line once that was supposed to be cut out in Portia and myself saw it as, wait a minute, what are you guys doing? Think about this line. And it was brought out in front of the open, and everyone realized through the idea of cutting it that it was the wrong idea to cut. And sometimes when you read it over, you see something, you don't really take it for meaning. But when it's about to be cut or something to that extent, you're like, no, this is important, and everyone grasps the concepts much better to that.
Really nice to learn Shakespeare through a fresh approach besides just going by rote over every line and writing papers that just said what the lines meant on the outside but not going really in depth and saying what the lines meant on a deeper level.
Before we were able to memorize the lines and go through the production of the play, we had to fully understand what Shakespeare was trying to convey in his writings. So understanding it, understanding what he was trying to get across, we were able to relay it to the screen. And so I guess we all got a better understanding of Shakespeare and what he's about and what he's trying to say through his writing.
This is really the perfect way for students to appreciate Shakespeare in the context in which it was originally written and originally presented some 400 years ago. So now let us go to the production itself.
Yeah.
I know not why I am so sad. It worries me. You say it worries you? How I caught it, found it, or came by it, what stuff it is made of, where it was born, I am to learn. Such a want with sadness makes me that much ado to know myself.
Your mind is tossing on the ocean, there where your argosies with portly sails, like steam, and rich burgers on the flood, or as it were the practice of the sea, do over-peer the foreign travelers that curtsy to them, show them reverence, as they fly by them on their woven wings.
Believe me, sir, had I such venture forth, the better part of my affections would be with my hopes gone. I should be still plucking the grass to know where sits the wind, peering in mass for ports and piers and roads, and every object that might make me fear misfortune to my ventures out of doubt would make me sad.
My wind cooling my broth would blow me to an ague when I thought what harm too great a wind might do to you. I should not see the sandy hourglass run, but should think of shallows, and of flats, and of my wealthy Andrew, docked in sand, veiling her high tops lower than her ribs, to her burial. Should I go to church, and see the holy edifice of stone, and not bethink me straight of dangerous rocks, which, touching with my gentle vessel's side, would scatter her spices in the stream, enrobe the roaring waters with my silks, and in a word, but then worth this, and now worth nothing? Shall I have the thought to think on this, or shall I lack the thought that such a thing behance would make me sad? Tell not me, I know Antonio is sad to think upon his merchandise.
Believe me now, I thank my fortune for it. My ventures are not in one bottom crusted, nor both ways, nor is my whole estate upon the fortune of this present year. Therefore my merchandise makes me not sad.
Why, then you are in love.
Fie.
Not in love neither. And let us say you were sad because you were not married. And 'twere as easy for you to laugh and leap than say you were married because you were not sad. Now, by two-headed Janus, nature hath framed strange fellows in her time. Some that will evermore peep through their eyes and peep like parrots at a bagpiper, and others of such vinegar aspect will not show teeth in the way of smile, though Nestor swear to generosity. Here comes Bassanio, your most noble kinsman, Gratiano and Lorenzo. Fare ye well. We leave you now with better company.
I would have stayed till I had made you merry, if worthier friends had not prevented me.
Your worth is very dear, my dear fellow. And I think it your own business calls on you, and you embrace the occasion to depart.
Good morrow, my good lord.
Good seniors both. When shall we laugh? You grow exceedingly strange. Must it be so?
We'll make our leisures to attend on yours. My lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we too will leave you. But at dinner time, I pray you have in mind where we must meet him.
I will not fail you.
Antonio, you look not well. You have too much respect upon the world. They lose it that do buy it with too much care. Believe me, you are marvelously changed.
I hold the world, but as the world, Gratiano, the stage where every man must play a part, and mine a sad one.
Let me play the fool. With mirth and laughter let old wrinkles come, and let my liver rather heat with wine than my heart cool with mortifying groans. Why should a man whose blood is warm within sit like his grandsire, cut in alabaster, sleep when he wakes and creep into the jaundice by being peevish? Tell you what, Antonio, I love you, and 'tis my love that speaks. There are a sort of men whose visages do cream and mantle like a standing pond, and do a willful stillness entertain with purpose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom, gravity, profound conceit, as who should say, I am Sir Oracle, and when I ope my lips, let no dog bark. Oh, my Antonio, I do know of these that therefore are only reputed wise for saying nothing, when I am very sure if they should speak, would almost damn those ears which hearing them would call their brothers fools. I'll tell thee more of this another time, but fish not with this melancholy face, for this fool Gungeon, this opinion. Come, good Lorenzo, fare ye well a while. I'll end my exhortation after dinner.
Well, we will leave you then till dinner time. I must be one of these same dumb wise men, for Gratiano never lets me speak.
Keep my company but 2 years more, thou shalt not know the sound of thine own tongue.
There you will. I'll go talk.
Thanks be faith. For silence is only commendable in a neat tongue, dried, and a maid not bendable.
Is that anything now?
Gratiano, he speaks an infinite deal of nothing, more than any man in all Venice. His reed stars 2 grains of wheat, hid in 2 bushels of chaff. You still seek all day, and ere you find them, And when you have them, then that was the search.
Well, tell me now what lady is the same to whom you swore secret pilgrimage, that you today promised to tell me of.
Tis not unknown to you, Antonio, how much I have disabled mine estate by something showing a more swelling port, and my fate means can grant continuance. Nor do I now make moan to be abridged from such a noble raid, but my chief care is to come off fairly off a great debt. To you, Antonio, I owe the most in money and in love, and from your love I have a warranty to unburden all my plots and purposes out of the clear of the debts I owe.
I pray you, good Bassanio, let me know it. And if it stand as you yourself still do, then the eye of honor be assured my purse, my person, my extremest means lie all locked to your occasions.
In my school days, when I had lost one shaft, I shot his fellow of the self-same flight, the self-same way, with a more advised watch, to find the other fourth. And by adventuring both, I oft found both. I urge this childhood proof, because what follows is pure innocence. I owe you much, and like a willful youth, that which I owe is lost. But if you please to shoot another arrow that self-way, to which you did shoot the first, I do not doubt as I will watch the aim, or to find both, or bring you latter passage back again, and thankfully arrest debtor for the first.
You know me well. And here instead of time to wind about my love with circumstance, and out of doubt, you do me more wrong in making question to my uttermost, than if you made waste of all I have. Then do but say to me what I shall do, that in your knowledge may by me be done, and I am pressed into it. Therefore speak.
In Belmont, there is a lady richly left, and she is fair, and fairer than that word, of wondrous virtues. Sometimes from her eyes I did receive fair speechless messages. Her name is Portia, nothing undervalued to Cato's daughter, Brutus's Portia. Nor is the wide world ignorant of her worth, for the four winds blow in from every coast, renowned suitors. And her shiny locks hang upon her temples like a golden fleece, which makes her seat on Belmont Colchestron. And many Jaces come in quest of her. Oh, my Antonio, had I but the means to hold a rival place with one of them, I have a mind for sages in such thrift that I should be questionless fortunate.
Thou knowest that all my fortunes are at sea. Neither have I money nor commodity to raise the present sum. Therefore go forth. Try my credit can in Venice do. That should be racked even to the uttermost to furnish thee to Belmont, to fair Portia. Go presently and inquire, and so will I where money is. And I no question make to have it for my trust or for my sake.
Why, my troth, Nerissa, my little body is a-weary of this great world.
You would be, madam, if your miseries were in the same abundance as your good fortunes are. And yet, for aught I see, they are as sick that surfeit with too much as they that starve with nothing. It is no mean happiness, therefore, to be seated in the mean. Affluity comes sooner by white hairs, but competency lives longer.
Good sentences and well pronounced.
They would be better if well followed.
It's a good divine who follows his own instructions. This reasoning is not in the meaning to choose me a husband. Oh me, the word choose. I may neither choose who I would, nor refuse who I dislike. So is the will of a living daughter, curbed by the will of a dead father. Take my part, Nerissa, so I may neither choose one, nor refuse none.
Your father was ever virtuous, and holy men at their death have good inspirations. Therefore this lottery he hath devised in these 3 chests of gold, silver, and lead, whereof who chooses his meaning will no doubt never be chosen by any rightly, but one who you shall rightly love. But what warmth is there in your affection towards any of these princely suitors that are already come?
I pray thee overname them. If thou namest them, I shall describe them. According to my descriptions, level at my affection.
Well, first, there is the Neapolitan prince.
Aye, there's a colt indeed. He does nothing but speak of his horse. He makes it a great appropriation to his own good parts that he can shoe him himself. A beard, my lady. His mother plays false with a smith.
Ooh. Well, then is there, the County Palatine?
He doth nothing but frown. He hears a merry tale and smiles not. I fear he will prove the weeping philosopher in his old age. For he is full of so much unmannerly sadness in his youth. I shall rather be married to a death's head with a bone in his mouth than to either of these. God defend me from these two.
How say you by the French lord, Monsieur Le Bon?
God made him, therefore let him pass as a man.
Oh.
In truth, I know it is a sin to be a mocker, but why, he hath a better horse than the Neapolitans, and a better bad habit of frowning than the Count Palatine. He is every man and no man. If a throstle sings, he falls straight a capering. Fences with his own shadow. If I should marry him, I should marry 20 husbands. If he were to despise me, I would forgive him. If he were to love me to madness, I should never requite him.
How like you, the young German, the Duke of Saxony's nephew?
Very vilely in the morning when he is sober, and most vilely in the afternoon when he is drunk. When he is at his best, he is little worse than a man. When he is at his worst, he is a little better than a beast. He's the worst fall that ever fell. I pray I shall make shift to go without him.
If he should offer to choose, and choose the right casket, you should refuse to perform your father's will if you should refuse to accept him.
Therefore, for fierce worst, I pray thee, set a deep glass of Rhenish wine on the contrary casket. If the devil be within, and temptation without, I know he will choose it. I will do anything, Nerissa, ere I be married to a sponge.
Oh, you need not fear, lady, the having of any of these lords. They have acquainted me with their determinations, which is indeed to return to their homes and to trouble you with no more suit, unless you may be won by some other sort than your father's impositions, depending on the casket.
If I live to be as old as Sibylla, I shall die as chaste as Diana, unless I be obtained by the manner of my father's will. I am so glad this parcel of lures has proven to be so reasonable, for there is not one among them who I dote on his very absence. I pray God grant them a fair departure.
Do you not remember, lady, in your father's time a young Venetian? A scholar and a soldier that came hither in company of the Marquis of Montferrat.
Yes, I remember. Bassanio. I remember so was he called.
True, madam. He, of all the men that ever my foolish eyes did look upon, was the most deserving a fair lady.
Yes, I remember him well. I remember him worthy of thy praise. How now, what news?
The four strangers seek for you, madam, to take their leave. And there is a forerunner come from a fifth, the Prince of Morocco, who brings word the prince, his master, will be here tonight.
Oh, come, Nerissa.
$3,000. Well,
Aye, sir, for 3 months.
3 months. Well,
For which, as I told you, Signor Antonio shall be bound.
Antonio shall become bound. Well,
Will you steed me? Shall you pledge me? May I know your answer?
3,000 ducats for 3 months, and Antonio become bound.
Your answer to that?
Antonio is a good man.
Have you heard any imputation to the contrary?
No. My meaning in saying that he is a good man is to have you understand me that his means are sufficient, yet his means are in supposition. He hath an argosy bound to Tripoli, another to the... I understand, moreover, upon the Rialto, he hath a third at Mexico, and a fourth for England, and other ventures he hath squandered abroad. But ships are but boards, sailors but men. There be land rats and water rats, land thieves and water thieves, I mean pirates. And then there is the peril of the winds, the waters, and the rocks. The man is, notwithstanding, sufficient. 3,000 ducats. I think I may take his bond.
Be assured you may.
I will be assured I will. And that I may be assured I will be thinking. May I speak with Antonio?
If it pleases you to dine with us.
Yes, to smell port, eat of the habitation which your prophet, the Nazarite, hath conjured the devil into. I will buy with you, sell with you, walk with you, talk with you, and so follow. But I will not eat with you, pray with you, nor drink with you. What news upon the Rialto? Who is he comes here?
Senor Antonio.
Shylock, albeit I neither lend nor borrow by taking nor by giving of excess. Yet to supply the ripe wants of my friend, I'll break a custom. Is he yet possessed how much he would?
This kindness will I show. Go with me to the... Go with me to the notary. Seal me there your single bond, and, in a merry sport, if you pay me not on such a day, such sum, or sums, as are expressed in the condition, let the forfeit be nominated with an equal pound of thy fair flesh, to be cut off and taken by me in what part of your body pleases.
Content in faith, I will seal unto this bond, if it is much kindness in the Jew.
You shall not seal such a bond for me. I'd rather dwell on my necessity.
Why, fear not, man. I will not forfeit. In these 2 months, at the month before this bond expires, I do respect a return of thrice, 3 times the value of it.
Oh, Father Abram, what these Christians are whose own hard dealings teaches them to suspect the cause of others. I pray you, tell me this. I pray you, tell me this. If he should break his day, what should I gain by the exaction of the forfeiture? A pound of man's flesh taken from a man is not so excellent. Profitable neither as the flesh of mutton, beefs, or goats. I say to buy his friendship I extend his faith. If he will have it, so. If not, adieu. And for my love I pray you wrong me not.
Yes, Shylock, I will seal to this bond.
Then meet me forthwith at the notary's. Give him direction unto this merry bond, and I will go in person to Dr. Strait, see to my house, so from the fearful guard of an unfortunate. And presently I'll be with you.
I thee, gentle Jew. The Hebrew word to a Christian, he grows kind. I like not fair terms in a villain's mind. Come on, in this there can be no dismay. My ships come home a month before the day.
Where's your master?
Yonder, sir, he walks.
Bassanio!
Gratiano!
I have soup to you.
You never changed it.
You must not deny me. I must go with you to Belmont.
Why, then you must. But hear me, Gratiano. Thou art too wild, too rude, and bold of voice. Hearts that become thee happily enough, and eyes such as ours that fear not false. But where they are not known, there they shall come to liberal. Pray thee, take pains to ally with some cold drops of modesty, thy skipping spirit, lest through your wild behavior I be misconstrued in the place I go to and lose my hopes.
Signor Bassanio, hear me. If I do not put on a sober habit, talk with respect, swear but now and then, but wear prayer books in my pocket, look demurely, nay more well gracious saying, put mine eyes thus with my hat, and sigh and say amen.
Use all the observances of civility like one well studied in a sad estate to please his grand dame. Never trust me more.
Oh, we shall see your bearing.
No, nay, but I bar tonight. You shall not gauge me by what I do tonight.
No, that were pity. I'd rather entreat you to put on your boldest suit of mirth. We have friends, the purpose merriment. But fare you well, I have some business.
And I must to Lorenzo and the rest, but we will visit you at supper time. This is a penthouse under which Lorenzo desired us to make our stand.
His hour's almost past.
And it's a model he outdwells his hour, for lovers ever run before the clock.
Oh, 10 times faster Venus pigeons fly to steal love's bonds new made, when they are wont to keep obliges made them fly.
That ever holds, who riseth from a feast with that keen appetite that he doth sit down. Where's the horse that doth untread again? His tedious measures with the unbated fire that he did pace them first. All things that are with more spirited chase than enjoyed. How like a yonker or a prodigal, the spark put from her native bay, hugged and embraced by the strumpet wind. How like a prodigal does she return, with over-weathered ribs and ragged sails, lean rent and beggared by the strumpet wind.
Here comes Lorenzo, more of his curiosity. Sweet friends, your patience for my long ago. Not I, but my affairs have made you wait. We shall please to play the thieves to wives. I'll watch as long for you then.
Approach.
Here dwells my father Jew. Oh, who's within?
Who are you? Tell me for more certainty, albeit I swear I do not know your tongue.
Lorenzo, and thy love.
Lorenzo certain, and my love indeed, for who I love so much. And who now knows but you, Lorenzo, whether I am yours?
Heaven and thy thoughts are witness that thou art.
Here, catch this casket. It is worth the pains. Oh, I'm glad 'tis night you do not look upon me, for I am much ashamed of my exchange. But love is blind, and lovers cannot see the pretty follies that they commit. For if they could, Cupid himself would blush to see me thus transformed to a boy.
Descend, and you must be my torchbearer.
What? Must I hold a candle to my shame? They themselves, good sooth, are too bright. Why, 'tis an office of discovery. Love and I should be obscured.
So are you, sweet, even in the lovely garnish of a boy. But come at once, for the close night doth play the runaway, and we are stayed for Bassanio's feet.
I will make fast the doors and gild myself with some more ducats and be with you straight.
Now by my hood, a gentle and no Jew.
Beshrow me, but I love her heartily. For she is wise, if I can judge of her. And fair she is, if that mine eyes be true. And true she is, as she hath proved herself. And therefore, like herself, wise, fair, and true, shall she be placed in my constant soul. What? Art thou come? On, gentlemen, away. Our masking mates by the time for us today.
Who's there? Signor Antonio.
Fie, Graziano. Where are all the rest? Our friends all stay for you. No mass tonight. The wind has come about. Bassanio presently go board. That's a 20 out to sea for you.
I desire no more to light than to be under sail and gone tonight.
Discover these several caskets. Now, make your choice.
This first of gold, who this inscription bears. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. Well. This second of silver, which carries this promise. Who chooseth me shall have as much as he deserves. This third dull lead, with warning all is blunt. Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. How shall I know if I do choose to write?
Though one of them contains my picture, you choose that and yours.
God direct my judgment. Let me see. I'll survey the inscriptions back. Saith this leaden casket, who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. Must give for what? Hazard for them. This casket threatens. Men who hazard all do it in hope of fair advantages. A golden mind stoops not to shows of dross. I'll then nor give nor hazard aught delay. What saith this silver with her virgin hue? Who chooseth me shall have as much as he deserves. As much as he deserves. How's there, Morocco, and weigh thy value with an even hand? Thou beest rated by thy estimation, thou dost deserve enough. And yet enough may not extend so far as to the lady. And to be afeard of my deserving, for but a weak disabling of myself. What if I strayed no farther but chose here? Let me see once more the same brazen gold. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. Why, that's the lady! The whole world desires her. From the four corners of the earth they come as over a brook to see fair Portia. One of these three contains her heavenly picture. It be like that contains her. 'Twere damnation to think so base a thought. Never, for too gross to rid the cerecloth of the obscure grave. Or shall I think in silver she demurred? Being 10 times undervalued to tried gold, oh sinful thought! Never so rich a gem was set in less than gold. They have in England a coin which bears the figure of an angel stamped in gold. That's insculpted upon. But here, an angel in a golden bed lies all within. Here do I choose and thrive as I may.
My picture lies within, but I'm yours to all.
Oh hell, what have we here? I carry on death within whose empty eye there's a written scroll. I'll read this writing. All that glisters is not gold. Often you have heard that told. Many a man his life hath sold, but my outside to behold. Gilded tombs do worms unfold. Had you been as wise as bold, young in limbs and judgment old, your answer had not been enthralled. Fare you well, your suit is cold. Cold indeed and labor lost, then farewell heat and welcome frost. Portia, adieu. I have few dreams a heart to keep. Thus, we will part.
A gentle riddance to see him go. May all with his complexion still be so. I pray you tarry. Pause a day or two before you hazard. Or in choosing wrong, I lose your company. Therefore, forbear a while. Something tells me, if not love, that I will not lose you. Know yourself, hate counts not as quality.
Let me choose, for as I am, I live upon the rack.
On the rack, Pathonium? Confess, what treason is there mingled with your love?
None but that ugly treason of mistrust, which makes me fear the enjoying of my love. There may as well be amity in life, between snow and fire, as treason and my love.
But I fear you speak upon the rack, where men in force do speak anything.
Promise me life, and I'll confess the truth.
Well then, confess and live.
No, confess and love. Be the very sum of my confession. Oh, happy torment when my torture of death gives me the answers for deliverance. But let me see the caskets of my fortune.
Then, away. I lie locked in one of them. You do love me, you will find me out. Larissa, the rest, send all aloof. Let music sound while he doth make his choice.
Tell me where is fancy bred, or in the heart, or in the head, how begot, how nourished, reply, reply. flies. It is engendered in the eyes, and fancy dies in the cradle where it lies. Let us all ring fancies now, I'll begin it, ding dong bell.
So may outward shows be least themselves. The world is still deceived with ornament. Therefore, thou gaudy gold, hard food for Midas, I will have none of thee. Nor none of thee thy pale and common drudge between man and man. But thou meager lead, which more dost threatenest than promise aught, thy paleness moves me more than eloquence. And here choose I, joy be the consequence.
As all other passions fleet to air, doubtful thoughts and rash embrace despair, and shuddering fear and green-eyed jealousy. Oh, love, be moderate, allay thy ecstasy. In measure reign thy joy, scant this excess. I feel too much thy blessing, make it less. For fear I succeed.
What find I here? Fair Portia's counterfeit. What demigod is so full close to creation? And the scroll, the content and summary of my fortunes. You the choose, not by the view, chance is fair and choose is true. Since this fortune falls to you, be content and seek no new. If you be well pleased with this, and hold your fortune for your bliss, turn ye where your lady is, and claim her with a loving kiss. A gentle scroll, fair lady, by your leave.
See me, Lord Bassanio, where I stand, such as I am. But for myself, I would not be as ambitious in my wish. Wish myself much better. For you, I travel 20 times myself, 1,000 times more fair, 10,000 times more rich. Only to stand high in your account, my virtues, beauties, livings, friends, complete account. The whole sum of me is the sum of something, term growth. An unschooled girl, unlessoned, unflattered. Happy in this, she is not yet so old, she can learn. Happier than this, she is not bred so dull, she may learn. Happiest of all, her gentle spirit is committed to yours, to be directed from her lord, her governor, her king.
Madam, you would fret me of all words. Only my blood speaks to you in my veins.
How sweet the moonlight sleeps upon this bank. Here will we sit and let the sounds of music creep into our ears. Soft stillness in the night become the touches of sweet harmony. Look how the floor of heaven is thick and laid with patterns of bright gold. There's not the smallest orb which thou behold, but in his motion like an angel sings, still choiring to the young-eyed cherubims. Such harmony is in immortal souls, but while this muddy vesture of decay doth grossly close us in, we cannot hear it.
isn't something he does just for fun. It's also a part of his work. Their company car has specially designed camera mounts so they can get great shots of other race cars. Not a bad job, huh? Especially when it's something he loves doing anyway.
Every sport of every sort, we've got it all. Make the most of your game, whatever sport you do.
Ah, you fair flower hath been meanly devoured, nor tasted the fresh pleasures of spring, as all thy natural fruits have been unwillingly buried in this kingdom's affliction. Thy lively air hath been oppressed. Woeful grief hath triumphed over my proud port and wondrous grapes.
To locate his other twin. He happens upon a town, not conscious that it is the town of his lost brother, and he is perceived with joyful antic by everyone in the town to be his own twin. His confusion builds.
Like, whoa, yeah. Like,
Wow.
you know, my boyfriend fully thinks that, like, all my outfits are totally boring.
My boyfriend thinks I'm fact.
You know, like, all my boyfriend does is, like, watch television, you know.
No way.
Yeah, well, you know, like, I gotta buy a new outfit, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Come on. Oh, unreal.
Wow.
Totally awesome. Like, oh my God, like, gag me, you know? You mean like this will, like, fully turn on our boyfriend? Wow, totally rad. Like, oh my
Wow.
God,
For
you
sure,
know?
for
Like,
sure.
I really like it.
Total.
As if I were his well-acquainted friend, and everyone doth call me by name. Some tender money to me, some invite me, yet others give me thanks for kindnesses. Some other offer me commodities to buy. Even now a tailor called me into his shop and showed me silks that he had bought from me, and therewithal took measure of my body. Surely these are imaginary wiles, and Lapland sorcerers do inhabit here.
Master, here's the gold you sent me for.
What gold is this?
I understand thee not.
Tell me, sir, is there any bark put forth? May we be gone?
Sir, I give you word in our sense that the bark expedition be put forth tonight. And then when you were delayed by the officer for the Hoy delay. Here are the angels he sent me for, to deliver you.
The fellow is distracted, and so am I. Here we wander in illusions. Some blessed power deliver us from hence.
You know, since Pentecost, the sun was due.
Go hard.
Let him knock till it ache.
You'll cry for this, minion, if I break down the gate.
What needs all this? And a pair of stocks in the town?
If you weren't in pain, sir, this knee would go sore.
Have patience, sir. Oh, let it not be so. Herein your war against your reputation, and draw, with the compass of suspect, the unviolated honor of your wife. Once this,
Your long experience of her wisdom, her sober virtue, years, and modesty plead on her part some cause to you unknown. And doubt not,
Thy mistress's marks. What mistress slave hast thou?
Your worship's wife, my mistress at the Phoenix. She that doth fast till you come home, and prays to hie you home to dinner.
What? Wilt thou flout me under my teeth, thus being forbid? There, take you that from me.
For God's sake, sir, hold your hands. Nay, you will not. I take to my heels.
Upon my life, by some device or other, the villain is o'erwrought of all my money. They say this town is full of cozenage. It's nimble jugglers that deceive the eye, dark working sorcerers to change the mind, disguised cheaters, prating mountebanks, and many other such like liberties of sin. If it proves so, I will be gone the sooner. I'll go to the centaur to go seek this slave. I greatly fear my money is not safe.
사주 지르기 사주 막기입니다. 사주 지르기 사주 막기에 나오는 동작들을 보겠습니다. 나란히 준비서기, 발목 낮은 데 바로 막기, 걷면서 가운데 바로 지르기, 걷면서 손칼 낮은 데 바로 막기, 걷면서 안팔목 가운데 옆막기, 사주 지르기 사주 막기를 보겠습니다. 전지틀입니다. 전지틀에 새로 나오는 동작입니다. 니은 짜서 안팔목 가운데 막기, 틀을 보겠습니다.
천지!
단군 틀입니다. 단군 틀에 새로 나오는 동작들입니다. 손칼 가운데 대비 막기, 니은 짜서 쌍팔목 막기, 걷면서 발목 축여 막기, 니은 짜서 손칼 가운데 옆 때리기, 틀을 보겠습니다.
당근!
도산틀입니다. 도산틀에 새로 나오는 동작들입니다. 걷면서 바깥 팔목 높은데 옆맞기. 걷면서 손끝 바로 뚫기. 걷면서 등주먹 높은데 옆 때리기. 걷면서 높은데 헤쳐맞기. 가운데 앞차 부수기. 앉면서 손칼 옆 때리기. 틀을 보겠습니다. 뒤로 돌아섭니다. 앞으로 돌아섭니다.
도전!
원효 틀입니다. 원효 틀에 새로 나오는 동작들입니다. 모아 준비서기 A. 구부려 준비서기. 니은 짜서 손칼 안으로 때리기. 고정서 가운데 지리기. 걷면서 가운데 바로 지리기. 발목 돌리며 막기. 니은 짜서 발목 대비 막기. 가운데 옆차 지리기. 낮은데 앞차 부수기. 원효 틀을 보겠습니다. 뒤로 돌아섭니다. 앞으로 돌아섭니다.
무려!
율곡 틀입니다. 율곡 틀에 새로 나오는 동작들입니다. 앉면서 가운데 두 번 지르기. 니은 짜서 쌍손칼 막기. 걷면서 오른손 걸쳐 막기. 걷면서 왼손 걸쳐 막기. 걷면서 앞팔굽 때리기. 교차서 등주먹 높은 데 때리기. 걷면서 두 팔목 높은 데 맞기. 틀입니다. 뒤로 돌아섭니다. 앞으로 돌아섭니다. 잠깐 태권도의 특기와 위력을 보겠습니다. 중군 틀입니다. 중군 틀에 새로 나오는 동작들입니다. 모아 준비서기 B. 니은 짜서 손칼등 밖으로 막기. 옆 앞차 부수기. 뒷발서 손바닥 올려 막기. 걷면서 위팔굽 때리기. 걷면서 쌍주먹 세워 지르기. 걷면서 쌍주먹 뒤집어 지르기. 걷면서 교차주먹 추겨 맞기. 니은 짜서 등주먹 높은 데 때리기. 니은 짜서 반대 지르기. 걷면서 손바닥 눌러 맞기. 오정서 몽둥이 맞기. 모아 준비서 가운데 돌려 지르기. 틀을 보겠습니다. 뒤로 돌아섭니다. 앞으로 돌아섭니다. 중국! 되게 틀립니다. 되게 틀에 새로 나오는 동작들입니다. 걷면서 뒤집은 손끝 낮은 데 뚫기. 모아서 등주먹 옆 뒤 때리기. 걷면서 교차주먹 눌러맞기. 앉으면서 바깥 팔목 산맞기. 걷면서 양손 위로 잡고 무릎 올려차기. 걷면서 엎은 손끝 높은 데 뚫기. 니은 짜서 두 팔목 낮은 데 밀어맞기. 니은 짜서 등주먹 높은 데 때리기. 교차서 교차주먹 눌러맞기. 니은 짜서 쌍손칼 낮은 데 대비 맞기. 글을 보겠습니다. 뒤로 돌아섭니다. 다시 앞으로 돌아섭니다. 화랑틀입니다. 화랑틀에 새로 나오는 동작들입니다. 모아 준비서기 C. 앉으면서 손바닥 밀어맞기. 니은 짜서 올려 지르기. 수직서 손칼 때리기. 이웃 돌려차기. 니은 짜서 바로 지르기. 니은 짜서 옆 발굽 뚫기. 모아서 안팔목 가운데 옆 앞맞기. 글을 보겠습니다. 뒤로 돌아섭니다. 앞으로 돌아섭니다. 충무틀입니다. 충무틀에 새로 나오는 동작들입니다. 걷면서 손칼 높은 데 앞대리기, 뛰며 옆차지르기, 니은 짜서 바깥 팔목 낮은 데 맞기, 걷면서 손칼등 높은 데 앞대리기, 가운데 뒤차지르기, 앉으면서 발목 가운데 앞맞기,